Okay, hi everyone. The 100 men versus one gorilla debate has been going around recently, so I would like to pick my starting 100 for the ultimate fight. Number one, we are gonna go with Giannis Antetokounmpo of the Milwaukee Bucks of the NBA. I feel like that one's kind of self-explanatory. Number two, we are going with Mr. LeBron James because I love LeBron. Number three, we are gonna go with Shaquille O'Neal because he's like, big boy. Number four, we're gonna go with Michael Jordan. No, that's a lie. This is not good, guys. We are 3 people in. Number four, I'm going to go with Anthony Edwards because he's fast and he can jump or whatever. Number five, we're gonna go with Ja Morant again for the big jumping thing, and he can do all that because he's an NBA player. Number six, we're gonna go with Jason Tatum because I love Jason Tatum. At number seven, let's go with Paolo Banchero because he's another big body we can throw in there. At number eight, I know I'm just naming NBA players, but you got to bear with me for a sec. At number eight, we are going to go with Mr. Yao Ming, who is, another big boy. Number nine, we are going to go with defensive tackle Mason Graham of the Cleveland Browns. Because, big bodies. And I think we're just going to employ the strategy. So, next one, number 10, or 310, we are going to be chilling with Michael Pierce of the Baltimore Ravens. Because, And then for number 11, I will go with Keanu Reeves because I feel like it. I feel like he would be a pretty good option. Number 12, I'm going to go with Cam Ward because I feel like being 6'4" would be an advantage in the gorilla fight. How many are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. 13. Number 13. We will go with Luka Doncic because I feel like he could probably just sit on top of the gorilla and that'd be chill. Number 14. We can go with Anthony Davis because he's big and tall. I can't even remember. I'm old. Number 15, we're going to go with Nikola Jokic. I know he's not athletic, but, he can move. So that's cool. Then at number 16, we're going to go with Bobby Okereke of the New York Football Giants because he's pretty good at tackling, just in my personal opinion. Number 17, we're going to go with... we're going to go with Aaron Gordon. He's pretty strong. I forgot what number we were at again. Okay. Number 18. We are going to pick someone. I feel like we need some more quick guys. People that'll move. So I'm going to go with De'Aaron Fox. And then building off of that at number 19, we're going to go with Xavier Worthy. We're going to need some distraction. So at number 20, I'm going with Adam Sandler. Got to keep the gorilla entertained. And continuing without logic, I'm going to go with comedian Nate Bargatze. And then at number 22, I'm going to go with Keegan-Michael Key. And then at 23, I'm going to keep the same logic and go with Jordan Peele because you can't have Key without Peele. And at 24, I'm going to go Chris Pratt. And then at 25, I'm going to go Dave Bautista, because I feel like he would kind of carry. And then at number 26, I'm going to go with Joey Bautista, who I don't even know if he's alive anymore, but he was awesome when he was playing for the Blue Jays back in the 2010s. So we got 26 so far. I'm thinking here, who's a freak of nature? Aaron frickin' Judge will be our 27th guy. Another guy, we could go Giancarlo Stanton. He's like 6'7", but he will be our 28th guy or something. I don't know, I forgot. Let me actually go through and do the numbers, and then, while I'm doing that, you guys leave your suggestions in the comments for who I should do, like if I missed anyone. At number 29, I'm going to go Jack Black, staying with the comedy theme. And then at number 30, we're going to go with Mr. Joel Embiid. So we're through 30 guys, which is great. This is taking too long. This is taking much longer than I thought it would have, because this is a 6-minute video. But, thanks for watching, guys, if you're still here. So now we're back at number 31. I will be taking Yo-Yo Ma, the cellist, because he will be able to keep the gorilla entertained. I know, no weapon, nah. I'm going to scratch that because we don't have weapons. So I will go with, that opera guy, Andrea Bocelli, I think his name is. He's the opera singer. He's supposed to be good. I don't know. Then, continuing off of that logic, John Brancy will be at number 32. He's a Grammy Award nominated baritone, and he sings the national anthem at the New York Rangers games a lot. So, and I guess continuing off of that logic, I don't know if gorillas are attracted to humans, but we'll throw in Sabrina Carpenter, and that will be our 33rd person. So we're about a third of the way done. It's 7 minutes through. I think at this point I'm just going to start naming people off that are alive, which actually might be harder than I thought, but we can go with it. 34, Charles Barkley. 35, Scottie Pippen. 36, Michael Jordan. I feel like I'm naming too many basketball players. Let's try to move away from that. And then at 37, we'll go with Tage Thompson from the Buffalo Sabres. He's 6'6" or something. He's big. So that puts us at 38. I also want to move away from sports in general. So we're going to go with 38. I feel like Ice Cube could do some pretty good, impressing intimidation tactics. And then off of that, we'll go Snoop Dogg at 39. I wonder how he would do without his fun stuff. That would be interesting. But finally, at number, not finally, but at number 40, the big 4-0, I'm going to go with, I have to use people that are alive. Ooh, Kendrick Lamar, no, he's short. We are going to go with 21 Savage. I feel like he would kind of, get rough in there. And then finally, we're going to go with the obvious ones. We're going to go John Jones at 41. We're going to go Manny Pacquiao at 42. I know I'm spasming, but he was a good boxer back in the day. We're going to go Mike Tyson at 43. And then I guess we're going to go Jake Paul at 44, because I can't really think of any other boxers. At 45, we're going to go Ryan Garcia. And then at 46, we're going to go Conor McGregor, because, he's a good fighter. And then at like 47 or whatever, I ran out of boxers. So wrestlers, we're going to go with Cody Rhodes at 47. Then we're going to go with John Cena at 48. Then The Rock at 49. And then after that, I forgot. Let's go Jey Uso. I just watched WrestleMania, and I don't really know anyone else, but, you know, it all works out. And then the guy who he fought in that was like Gunther or something. I don't really know. I wasn't paying attention. But Gunther at 51. And we're halfway done. So now I'm going to go back to sports guys. Ohtani at 52. Mike Trout at 53. Bobby Witt Jr. at 54. I am going to go Ryan Reynolds at 55. I'm just all over the place. You know, it's hard. You guys try it. Ryan Reynolds at 55. I'm going to go with Ryan Gosling at 56. I guess we can go with that. And now I'm just going to try to name as many Ryans as I can. And I forgot a bunch of other Ryans. So at 57, we will pick someone cool. And when I think of cool, I think of Peyton Pritchard of the Boston Celtics, NBA Sixth Man of the Year, which brings us to 58. And I'm going to go with Jaylen Brown of the Boston Celtics. And then I will go Marcus Smart, formerly of the Boston Celtics. And then at my 60 spot, I'm going to go with Dylan Brooks, who's just a notorious, jerk in the NBA. And then at 61, I will go Draymond Green because, he's cool. And then at 62, I'm going to go with my boy Dennis Rodman, who, And then if we're fighting a gorilla, we're going to try to want to leave it confused. So we're going to throw in Kanye for, the takes. So that brings us to 64. We're about 13 minutes through this video. And then, I don't really know. I'm trying to look here. At 65, we'll go with Derek Jeter. And then I am going to revert to the default and go with Chris Evans at 66. Robert Downey Jr. at 67. 6'7". No, Downey's at 66. Chris Hemsworth at 67. Liam Hemsworth at 60, whatever, 8, yeah, sure. There's a third Hemsworth, but I forgot his name. So, next, MCU, not Bozeman. Who else? I am gonna go with, who is the guy from Weekend Up? Colin Yost. And then for number 70, I am gonna go with his partner, Michael Che. And on the topic of duos, at number 71 and 72, we're gonna go with Brooke and Robin Lopez. And then we're going to go with Michael Strahan. Then, after that, I am not sure what we should do. This is interesting. I have run out of people. Number 74. we're going to go Luke Cornett. If you don't know him, look him up. And then I guess at 75 for 3/4 of the way done. Let's try to finish this in under 20 minutes. Number 75. This isn't good. Sam Hauser. And when I get bored, I default to Boston Celtics and New York Yankees. So at 76, I'm gonna go with who. I'm trying to think of like physical people. Football. We'll go with Ray Lewis. He's been in the press for being physical. He's done some stuff over the years. So at 77, I'll go with Ed Reed. And then at 78, I think I'm going to go back to the fast strat and go with Tyreek Hill. And then at 79, who is big forearms? Because I feel like if we want to get the gorilla, we got to sneak up behind it and just do that to it. I feel like pitchers have big forearms, maybe Paul Skeens. And then his girlfriend, Livy Dunn, at number 80. And then LSU athletes, Jamar Chase at 81, Justin Jefferson at 82, Joe Burrow at 83, OBJ at 84, and I think I'm all out for now. I might come back to that. Other athletes that went to colleges. I'll take Abdul Carter at 85. Just, because I'm running out of people. And then I will take Kevin Durant at 86. And then I guess I don't know. If you've made it into this video, I don't know why you're here, but it's been a solid 17 and a half minutes. So we chill. 87. Who should be number 87? Probably someone like Will Smith, finishing move. That would work. That would definitely work. 88. Who's another, you got to have all the Smiths, so let's throw in Jaden Smith, I guess. And then Willow Smith at 89. And then who else? Who at 90? I forgot the name of the wife. Pedro Pascal. He was good in The Mandalorian. So he will be our 90th guy. We only have 10 more. So final 10, it's got to be good. It's really got to be good. I don't know. 10 left. We got about a minute to get 10. I'm going to say that we're not going to get our 20-minute mark. And I can't really think of any other athletes. I was trying to put this off for a while, but I guess I'll go Victor Wembanyama at 91. Because, And then Kristaps Porzingis at 92. And then at 93, who's an enforcer? Who has been... I'm going to go with Amen Thompson. And then Asar Thompson at 94. Because, can't split up the Thompson twins. And then another Thompson is Klay Thompson at 95. And then at 96, we can go with another member of that Warrior squad, Kevon Looney at 96. Wait. Yeah, at 96. And then we need 4 more people. Looking around, getting no inspiration. I guess that we will have to go with some more actors. You know who's an actor? Timothy Chalamet. I don't know why I went with him. But you know, that works. 3 more people. We've hit 20 minutes. Actors. Tom Holland, 98. Zendaya at 99. Right, that's 99. And then to finish it off, the 100th person is going to be me, Ryan Is a Nerd, on YouTube. If you've made it this far, subscribe. And if this gets 10,000 likes, I will do this all time. And if this receives 10,000 dislikes, then I will either quit YouTube or do a different dumb speedrun. I'll put the whole list of people on my community page later. But thanks for watching, guys. One take, by the way.